Hello, guys. Welcome to the channel. This is Code Ranger. Today, we will be discussing AI for code completion. AI, the QB coach for the software engineer. Let's go ahead and get started. So, first, we'll go through our introduction. Then, we'll tackle the following questions. What is AI code completion? How does it work? What are the benefits of AI code completion? What are examples of AI code completion tools? And final tips and takeaway. Let's begin. So, imagine being a rookie quarterback in the NFL who is tasked with learning the playbook in preparation for the start of your career. You have hired a quarterback coach to assist with your development and learning of the playbook day in and day out throughout the whole season. This is essentially what AI code completion is for the software engineer, especially the new software engineer. So, what is AI code completion? AI code completion is a software development tool that uses machine learning and AI techniques to assist programmers by suggesting code snippets, variable names, and function calls based on the context of code being written. The purpose of AI code completion is to expedite the development process and reduce potential errors, whether syntactical or logical errors. So, how does it work? AI code completion uses machine learning models like large language models. Think of English. For us computer science majors, think of computer languages like C sharp, C, Java, etc. It uses large language models and it trains itself in a vast data set of code to predict and suggest code snippets based on context coding habits and best practices, aiming to speed up the development process and reduce the errors that programmers make. So, to talk about this further, let's break it down into a few talking points. First, let's discuss training on code data sets. So, AI, much like a quarterback's coach, trains itself on data sets. A quarterback's coach trains through film study, through watching the quarterback, through watching defenses. In the same way, AI trains itself through data sets, looking at open source code projects, code repositories, and other publicly available code to be able to gain a better understanding of how code works, and then to be able to offer suggestions to the software engineer, much like a QB coach offers suggestions to the quarterback to make them or help them improve. Another thing that we need to talk about is contextual understanding. A quarterback's coach has contextual understanding of what the quarterback needs to do during certain facets of the game, whether that is the beginning of the game, middle of the game, end of the game, where we're running a 2 minute offense. Same is true for AI code completion. What it does is it uses that vast training of different data sets over the course of looking at code repositories, open source code projects, etc., to allow it to provide context and suggestions to you based on the specific thing and context that you're working on and the specific language that you're operating with your code in. In that way, it allows the software engineer to have variable names suggested. It also suggests function calls and can even write blocks of code for you based off the circumstances and the context in which you're operating. Let's talk about predictive algorithms. So, one of the things that code completion does is it has predictive algorithms. Not you can predict it, but it can predict you. We're so familiar in our society with social media where we use or we talk about algorithms and beating the algorithm so that we can get more likes, etc., and all that good stuff, right? Same is true for the code completion for AI. It uses algorithms, very advanced, very mathematical, to be able to offer the right suggestions for the specific software engineer that it is working with. Lastly, continuous learning. As you know, the quarterback's coach continuously improves his or her knowledge and understanding the game of football and quarterbacking in order to assist and help coach the quarterback. The same is true for AI. It is continuously working 24/7, learning new methods, new different algorithms, everything else to help itself improve its understanding of how to code and how to do projects so that it can in turn share that knowledge with you as the software engineer or programmer. So let's move on to what are the benefits of AI code completion? Well, they're twofold: efficiency and less errors. Think about it. What's important for the game of the quarterback? The quarterback must focus on efficient passing and distribution of the ball down the field in order to score points. This means that they can't have errors like interceptions and other types of errors in the form of fumbling and turnovers that could cost his team the game. Similar situation here. We, as software engineers, want to make sure that we're efficient in developing our code, that we're building things, and we're moving the ball forward. Additionally, we want to avoid having errors that can be costly to us in the form of bugs, whether it's syntax or even harder, logical errors that can mess up our code. And just like a good quarterback's coach helps a quarterback prevent errors and to be more efficient, that is true. And that is the benefit that we're offered here through AI completion: efficiency and less errors through AI giving us error detection reads and also offering us ways that we can fix our codes to avoid the errors. Next, let's talk about examples of AI code completion. So there are multiple examples, but I won't keep you long because I want to do some deep vertical slicing and not discuss broadly horizontal slicing. So, what do I mean by this? So, today we're going to discuss GitHub Copilot, some of the benefits of it, how it works, to give you some examples of completion tools. So, GitHub has different versions that is offered of AI code completion. Now, if any of you who's a basic beginner programmer knows, when you go on to Visual Studio Code, you have a built-in free version of GitHub Copilot. What does it do? It offers suggestions for you for typing your code. It will also help you as far as offering suggestions of how to fix code and flag mistakes that you've made in your code so that you can work to correct it. There's also different tiers that you could pay for, such as the pro tier, which is $10 a month at this time. And so you get to chat, message about your project, write test cases, improve your code, etc. And there's other tiers such as the business tier, $19 a month, and the enterprise tier, which is $39 a month, which offers more enhanced assistance for you on helping you with your projects and producing and helping you to produce better code. So, with that stated, let's talk about the final tips and takeaways. Well, first of all, like I've mentioned, there are no great quarterbacks without a great quarterback coach. Likewise, here in the now we are in the world of AI, not the information world, but the world of AI. So we as software engineers need to make sure that we embrace AI as our quarterback coach to help us improve on the efficiency of our code and also help us to make less errors in our code for better development. We also have learned today that there are many benefits as well as different things that are offered and tools and services offered to help us with our code and AI code completion. And we have to consider the fact that AI is here to stay. So, guys, thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I truly appreciate it. I did go ahead and put my information in the thank you section on this slide. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me. I hope you have a great day and take care. We'll talk soon. Get better at it now.